Hello, everyone. So, today our topic is percentage. And what is a percentage? Let's first learn that what is mean by percent. A percent is a number that is expressed as a fraction of 100. To do this, we need to know that the percent means number of parts per 100. The symbol we use for percent is the percent sign, and it is mentioned over here. Now what we are going to do here, that you should know that what this sign means. This sign, percent sign, means that per 100, number of parts per 100. So if we find that a number 43% is written, then we can convert into a decimal form. If we can remove this percentage sign and write over 100. This percentage sign means that number of parts per 100. Per means over, so this over, and we can write 100 at the bottom of the fraction. Now how we get 0.43? Look at over here now. 43 divide by 100. So you can see that if we need to divide a number by 100, so there is no decimal here in 43. We can write a decimal over here, and this 100 has two zeros. Okay, so we can shift this decimal to the two places on the left hand side, one and two places. So our answer will be 0.43. Decimal was here, so one place and two place. So I shift the decimal to the left hand side two places. Our answer will be 0.43. Now the next one is 1%. In this 1%, you can see that if we will remove this percentage sign, which is mean number of parts per 100. Per means over, so over means that divide by 100. Okay, so 1 by 100 here, and this 1 does not have any zero. We can write a, a decimal over here. A 1 doesn't have any decimal, so we just write a decimal over here and then shift this decimal to the left hand side. How many places? 1 and 2 places, because 1 is going to divide by 100. So if it is divide by 10, so we can write decimal here, but we don't have, so write 10 by yourself and then write a decimal over here. So our answer will be 0.01. I can show you here as well. A decimal, I write here decimal by myself. This is divide by 100. Okay, so we will shift decimal to the left hand side one place, but we need to shift decimal two places to the left hand side. So I write here 10 by myself and then another place. So you can write here decimal over here. So the answer will be 0 decimal 0 1. Okay, this is our answer. Please stay with me because I'm going to teach you a couple of methods that how we can calculate the percentage, and there are more methods you can find percentage. Like the first method is using the formula method. The second method is using mental math to calculate percentage, and there are some more different methods also. So today we are going to learn that how we can calculate the percentage by using formula method and using mental capabilities. So let's go to the next slide. Now, what is a percentage? A percentage is a ratio of a number to 100. The symbol percent is used to indicate a percent. Now, you can see this. These are very important words. A percentage is a ratio of a number to 100. Ratio means that if we say that we need to find a what is 60%. Okay, what is 60%? 60% means that a ratio of 60 over 100. Okay, and if you want to convert this into decimal, this 60 has no decimal, so we can write decimal at the end of a number, and this 100 has two zeros, so we can shift the decimal to the left hand side one place and two places. Two zeros, two places to the left side, so our answer will be 0.60. The word percent means percent per hundred. Per hundred means divide by 100. So 6% means 6 out of 100. We can write in the fraction as 6 over 100. 6 over 100. And in decimal, we can write here 0.06. Now we will move to the next slide and we will learn that how we can calculate the percentage of a number. Calculate percentage 40% of 80. Now we will learn that how we can calculate 40% of 80. Now I will show you two methods. First method over here and then second method over here. The first method is the formula based. In this method, what we will do, we will write here the question 40% of 80. If someone asks that calculate 40% of 80, that what is the 40% of a number 80? How we can calculate? So we will write here 40 by using a formula method. 40. This percentage sign means that divide by 100. This off means in mathematics multiply, and this number 80 will come as it is. Now, to simplify this question, we can just extend the line a little bit to make it more easy. Now we can cut the zeros, 1 0 in the denominator and 1 0 in the numerator. Cut 1 0 in the denominator and 1 0 in the numerator. So what is left here? 4 times 8, which is equal to 32. So you can see that we have solved the question by using a formula method. We have calculated that 40% of 80 is 32. Now using the second method, that we can find a percentage of a number by using mental capabilities, not doing anything, a kind of a calculation that need paper and pencil. We can do it mentally also. But here, I will write it here so that you can understand the concept. And later on, you will be able to find answer mentally as well. So I will write the question here, 40% of 80. Okay, now we know that 100% is 80. If you will say that 100%, a full amount is what? 100% is 80. If you will say that the total amount is 80, so 80 means that 100% is 80. Okay, now we need to calculate the 40%. Remember that, okay? Now, what will be the 50%? Let's calculate the 50%. If 100% is 80, so the 50% will be 40. All right, okay, move to the next one. Now, 50% is 40 because 100% is 80, so half of 100 is 50%. 50% here, and half of 80 is 40. So 50% is 40, but we need to calculate how much? 40%. So what about, if you will say that, what about 10%? What about 10%? So what is the relationship between 50 and 10? 50, we can say that divide by 5 50 divided by 5 is 10, right? So what about 40? Can we divide 40 by 5? So what will be the answer? 8. 40 divided by 5 is 8. Now you can see that we need to find 40%. So we can write here 40 and we can write here percent. We can write an arrow over here. So the relationship between 10 and 40 is times by 4. So here as well, we can time by 4. 8 times 4 will be 32. So you can see that we can calculate the percentage by using the formula method and by using our mental strength. So if you will do it orally as well, it's very easy, very simple. 40% of 80 we need to calculate. 100% is 80 actually. 50% is 40. 10% is 8 and 40% is 32. I hope you understand this question. Let's solve another example as well. 25% 25% of 100. So we will solve again by using two different methods. The first method is formula based. So in this one, 25 and this percent means divide by 100. Of means multiplication. And then we can write here 100. Extend this line. Now we can cancel the zeros. Two zeros in the denominator will be cancelled by two zeros in the numerator. So what is left here? 25. All right, okay. Now our answer is 25 over here. Now we can calculate by using mental math. So in this case, 25% of 100 we need to calculate. Now 100% of 100 will be 100 because the total number is 100, right? What about 50%? 50% will be half of 100, which is equal to 50. So 25% is half of 50%. So half of 50 will be 25. So you can see that some of the questions, they are very easy to solve by using mental math. Okay, let's solve some more examples. Move to the next slide here. Our question is 15% of 40. We will solve again by using two methods. So 15 by using the formula method. So 15, we will write here 15 and percentage means that divide by 100. Of means multiplication and write 40 as it is. Now we can extend this line a little bit and we will try to simplify the question. We can cut one zero from the denominator and one zero from the numerator. Now what is left over? 15 times 4, which is equal to 60, and divide by 10. Now we can simplify more. We can cut one zero from denominator and one zero from numerator. So our answer will be 6. So let's solve the same question by using mental math. We can write here 15% of 40. And now we can see that as we have done in the previous question, 100%, we know that if we talk about the 100% of 40 will be 40. Okay. And if we talk about 50% of 40 will be half of 40, which will be equal to 20. And what about 25%? 25% will be half of 20, which is equal to 10. Okay, now we need to calculate 15%. So let's talk about 10%. What will be the 10% of 40? Can you find the relationship between 50 and 10? If we divide 50 by 5, we get 10, right? So what about 20 divided by 5? What we get? We get 4, right? So if you want to find 5% of the same number 40, so we can see that 10 half is 5, so 4 half will be 2, right? So we need to calculate the percentage 15%. So 10 plus 5 is 15%. And what about this? 4 plus 2 will be equal to 6. So our answer is 6. 15% of 40 is 6. So let's go back and solve one more example. And this time we have a question. It says that calculate 70% of 80. In this case, we will write first the question 70% of 80, right here 70% of 80. First, we will find an answer by using a formula method. Now write 70 as it is. Remove the percentage sign. When we remove this percentage sign, we will write 100 in the denominator. Okay. And as I told you, off means multiplication and then 80 as it is. The next step, we can extend the line as well. We can cut the zeros, 1 0 from denominator and 1 0 from numerator, 1 0 from denominator and 1 0 from numerator. Now what is left here? 7 times 8, which is equal to 56. Now let's do the same question by using mental math. 70% of 80. 70% of 80. So what will be the 100% of 80? 100% of 80 will be 80. So what will be the 10% of 80? 10% of 80 will be, find the relationship between 100 and 10. How we can get 10 from 100? If we divide by 10. So 80 divided by 10 will be equal to 8. Now you can see that in the question we need to find 70%. So you can see that the relationship between 10 and 70 is 10 times 7. So on this side also we can multiply 8 times 7. 8 times 7 will be equal to 56. So you can see that we have same answer by using the formula method or by using mental math. So it's up to you. You will follow a formula method or a mental math. I hope you understand this topic. If you still have any problem or any question, you can just write in the comment box. So that's all for today. Thank you.